Hello, welcome back to the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fogged, and we are covering the Southeast Asian Regional Qualifiers here for the competition. We've just had our first series of the day, and of course TNC were able to take it against Execration 2-1. So this now moves us on to the second game of the day, the other half of the upper bracket, and it is Fnatic versus Geek fam. Once again, we were originally planning to have Maneski, but Maneski did pull out at the last minute. So naughty boys on Maneski. Yep. But we got a new team. We had, you know, very gracious, very happy that Geek fam were able to, at the very last minute, accept our invite. So we have Geek fam.
But we don't have all five.
We don't have all five.
We do have a stand-in for Skemberloo, and it is, what? Luke. Luke, I think it is. Luke's pronounced, yeah.
We have Luke.
From ETG.
From one of the other...
Entity Gaming, I think it is. Entity.
Is it or Epi Gaming or something?
I don't remember which one it is. Either way. We've got Luke.
He's coming in. We've got Luke, so give a shout out to Luke. He stepped in as well to help them out against Fnatic. Now, this series, what do we expect?
It is Entity.
Right? It is Entity.
Okay.
I don't know. You know the teams better than I do.
Yeah, no. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fine.
I don't know.
So, for Geek fam, not a whole lot known about them, at least for myself. They played a bunch of games, but I haven't gotten to see too many of the games. I know that they
normally around sort of the 4th, 5th position, just outside of sort of your TNC, Fnatic, Maneski, Execration. They're sort of the top 4 of the moment.
Yeah, they do beat Boom ID consistently, but yeah, they lose to the top dogs of SEA for the most part. But this could be their chance to break through. I'm definitely looking forward to see what they can do. I think I only really recognize Chuan, the fake this is not Chuan from, you know, our boy Chuan from IG. It's CHY.
It's the fake Chuan.
You call him the fake Chuan.
Fake Chuan.
There you go.
I like it, you know.
So we'll see what they can do. They've got a pretty tough road here against Fnatic, and we'll see what adjustments are made. And so I know people were talking about what? You said you wanted to mention it, right?
What we mentioned? What was I going to mention?
Is Envy captain?
Oh, well, we don't know, because, yeah, apparently...
People were saying...
Hot off the press.
Hold off the press.
Hold up. Someone can check it out. Someone said, Eternal Envy's Twitter, he's deleted the line on his bio that said captain and carry. Well, I've not actually checked this, and I did just...
I didn't check.
Some Reddit.
Oh, you really did? Did you really not even check?
I didn't check.
How do you just say this?
It. We're going on Eternal Envy's Twitter right now. Twitter. Eternal Envy. Let's have a look at that boy's bio. This is where the hottest...
Carry slash captain.
Drama's off. Drama's off. It's still there.
Thanks, Owen, for even
Reddit live.
Set us up for failure.
Last time I trust Reddit.
Good job, Reddit.
Come on, lads.
You made Owen
let me down, make me look like a fool. You know. So it does still say carry captain. Maybe he removed it, then sort of
he is tagged. No, he is captain in the game because the draft is about to be underway.
No drama, boys.
No drama.
We'll get some drama later, I'm sure, but no drama at the moment.
Good job, Owen.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to find out who that was.
What? You're going to find out which guy that... Who was that guy?
I'm calling him out.
Who led us astray?
You get called out. You'll get called out. I'm looking it up.
No,
who was it who said that was...
Where'd you even find that?
I don't know.
Maybe you made it up.
Maybe I dreamt it.
Did you? I don't see it anywhere, dude.
I'm going to find... You keep talking.
It was one person with 0 upvotes? What's his name?
Black for my Shining Star. So Shining Star... You were wrong. You lied. And...
You made a fool of Owen and me.
Come on. It's not cool, bruh.
Not cool.
You can't do that stuff. That is not fair.
So, no drama.
No drama.
Envy's captain.
Envy's captain.
Let's see what we got going on here, Geek fam. We got the draft underway. We would assume that they would ban the Chen, of course. DJ, been playing that one a lot, and they do take it out. And Fnatic.
Oh, monster for this one.
Being out the ET and the Razor.
Oh, we've not got the... Oh.
You don't have the doctor? You like the doctor?
Can someone bring me the doctor? Scriff. I don't know if Scriff's working.
By the way, we do have Scriff in case you guys saw him walking by on cameras. So, you know, shout out to Scriff. We've got him as our observer. We had Weapus the last few qualifier days, but we've got our boy here. And Omni Knight gets taken out. Oh, and...
Hey, it's the peasant.
It's...
We couldn't get Scriff, so, you know. Here we go. Oh!
He's going to make you read.
Oh!
There you go. And you get the doctor. And you're good.
This is the drink. The doctor is, of course, a monster drink, just in case you weren't clear. Not to be confused with other doctor drinks. This is the proper doctor drink.
Is it? Yes. So Night Stalker being banned out. This is Geek fans. Yeah. Geek fans like most played hero. They pick it in the first 2 all the time. They're all about that pressure in the laning phase and during nighttime, taking advantage of that one. Coddle. Taken out by Geek Fam.
I like it. I like, you know, taking this hero away.
Playing it a lot. Yep.
Yeah. Don't let them have the call. They didn't.
They've been playing it. They played it a decent amount, at least versus Geek Fan, especially when they played in the DAC qualifier. So, and Sanking seems to be the trend in SEA.
I think in any of the regions, really.
In any of the regions, it is a really strong hero.
Sanking first pick is fine. It's a really safe. There's nothing bad about picking a Sanking first.
It's got that flex. More than likely the 4-roll, but I just like sticking in the. I like sticking in the offlane anyway, just in case.
5 seconds remaining.
Because he does play around the offlane and stuff like that. So whatever.
Radiant team
picks. Oh, there's still Tiny left. Oh wow, they didn't take. Okay. So let's trade Sanking for Tiny.
I'm not even. I would actually be fine. You know,
you're okay with that?
Taking Sanking rather than the Tiny.
You're okay with that, really?
I think once you see Sanking do so much, you really rate the Tiny as super.
I think Tiny is a super good hero. Yeah, to be honest, but yeah, I guess they kind of have that similar thing where they can be ran in multiple roles. But yeah, Tiny I feel like he just does so much damage, even with like the nerf to toss, the nerf on the cooldown and everything like that. This hero he does so much. The fact that you can just like one-shot people throughout so many stages of the game is always something to address. These raindrops don't really matter anymore because now you toss the tree, you do lots of physical, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What's the secondary pick?
What else have we got left in the pool that's strong? I mean, you have a supports, your Disruptor, your Bane.
Disruptor's a big one that they like to play. Yep.
Disruptor, Bane, Witch Doctor is very much up there, I think, in my books.
Disruptor or Bane?
Disruptor or Bane are the big ones.
Pretty good.
Sort of scream out.
Disruptor, Bane, or maybe they just go for Rubik because there's a Sanking. They don't really play it the whole lot, though, to be honest. So, but they do have a stand-in, so we don't really know what they could adjust with because of that. And they're running into a lot of bonus time already.
Oh, an Earth Spirit. Of course, we forgot about that one.
But they actually did it. Yeah, but they don't really,
Maybe Luke. Maybe Luke is an Earth Spirit player, the guy standing in.
I think it must be their stand-in because they actually have no Earth Spirit games in their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 series. Oh no, they do have one Earth Spirit game, but they did lose it. I'll tell you in one moment. It's loading.
Checking stats.
It was. Change is coming.
Well, who is? We don't.
I don't really know because they were tagged up as the wrong names.
All right. Yeah. That's great stats.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Great stuff. They played it once 10 games ago. We don't know who played it. Someone played it.
Yeah, but I guess they do have it at their arsenal. They've just not really been favoring it so highly. I always put Earth Spirit kind of around the mid lane because that's where he tends to play. And what the other one was a Witch Doctor response.
Witch Doctor, yeah, the man I'm talking about.
Oh,
the old purple voodoo boy.
Oh, my back cracked.
Come on.
10 seconds remaining.
NA Fitness, come on.
There you go. 5 seconds.
You need to get more monster in you. That's what sorts out. Sorts out all my sort of.
Yes, I do.
My creases and stuff.
Nyx being banned out. This is, I mean, like we were saying, SEA. They love their Nyx Assassin. Could be telling that they do want some type of int core mid. It also just it does disrupt that. Right? If there's a Nyx, you lose a lot of the heroes that you want to play in the game. Lifestealer taken out by Fnatic.
10 seconds remaining.
Great versus both Sanking and Witch Doctor.
5 seconds remaining.
And I guess they're assuming that Tiny's going to be in a different role.
Yeah, I mean, as we've seen today, no real telling where the Tiny's going to go. We had a great play of position 4 Tiny earlier from Lumic on Execration.
Witch Doctor Sanking. Fnatic does not really draft this too often either. They actually have never picked something like this in the first two. However,
it is envy drafting.
It is envy drafting.
But
Sanking does tend to get banned in a lot of games. They even ban it themselves versus majority of these teams. So that these teams do rate it quite highly, but from what I've been seeing, I know they've been picking some unorthodox kind of carry heroes. I know that I saw Bristleback, I think, a couple days ago, and
they lost with that.
They lost with both,
They played Bristleback in the TNC match in the grand finals.
Yeah.
I can't remember what tournament it was. It was obviously something inferior to the CORSAIR DreamLeague, so quite frankly, I couldn't care less. But it was in some other grand finals, and they lost with it.
Okay, yeah, Bristol and Spirit and Spectre. So they have been picking some different kind of carry heroes, but I think this time we're going to see more normal, something like a Terror Blade or something along those lines for NB. They could still go for something like Death Prophet as well in this game. So Death Prophet, Terror Blade, very good versus Tiny. And
that's a bit of a hidden one. But
there were some people in chat saying that Geek Fam does like their Warlock.
Oh, I like that. We don't
get
to see that a lot.
We don't indeed.
And I mean, Warlock Earth Spirit. I mean, and Tiny. I mean, the Warlock Earth Spirit. The sort of the team fight, the Fatal Bonds, the Earth Spirit combo. It's pretty phenomenal.
It is.
Magnetize and Fatal Bonds.
It's a lot of damage.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You're
dead.
You're a certified dead.
If you catch a bunch of heroes in it, yeah, you are gonna really crush the fight.
And the Brew. So the Brew pickup, very good.
Oh, Fatal Bonds plus Tiny is also really nice too. I remember seeing that a couple times.
Yeah, well, because you just.
I think it was Newbie that ran the Warlock with Tiny, and they did really well.
But the Brew kills the Chaotic Offering.
Kills the Chaotic Offering with the Dispel.
Does it instant kill?
It does not instant kill.
But it's a lot of damage, right?
It says 1,000, but for some things there's some built-in stat resistances that play in. Because I know Necrobook.
Well, Necrobook has 40%.
It has 40% magic resistance, but the Dispel isn't magic. It doesn't say it's magic damage. I had this discussion with S4. It's this weird kind of thing too.
Wait, it doesn't actually say what the damage type is of Dispel.
It's like a weird interaction. We won't go into that.
I think you're right. It just says in text and it's like 1,000 damage to summon you.
Yeah, we won't go into it because, like, you know, Dota
if Valve don't want to go into it, I don't want to go
exactly.
So it's like, you know, it's just how the game works, okay? Just, you know, accept it.
Gyro picked up by Geek Fam, so they really want to play around this Fatal Bond here.
And then Invoker. We're getting to see the Invoker, the Arbed Invoker.
Okay, nice and early on. He can get pressured a lot by the Earth Spirit rotations. And they don't know their matchup for the Invoker just yet. So
I'm really hoping that we get a Darkseer from Geek Fam.
A Darkseer? Where the hell are they gonna? And they put like Gyro mid and Tiny safe lane or something?
Yeah.
You just want to see the massive wombo combo?
I want to see the massive wombo combo. Darkseer in Geek Fam's lineup will be full sort of team fight. Just team fight bliss. Let's give a Darkseer. Or a Magnus. I'll do with a Magnus as well. Dude,
they're not gonna.
They're not gonna. I think they'll put Darkseer. Put Gyro mid.
That's it. No.
Gyro mid already once today. It's fine. It lost the game, but the Gyro did fine. You're against Invoker. Invoker's a weak laner at the start anyway. You bully him.
They might just take Viper, dude.
Viper would be so boring. It'd be so sort of counter what they're doing.
But they want to punish. It's the punish to that mid, right? And they have Earth Spirit. Yeah, they could pick a lot of different heroes, I guess, still here to punish the Invoker. But so it's good versus Brew. That break. I feel like I always say Viper for these teams, and no one's been picking it anymore. So I think I might just stop doing that anyway.
To the ban, they like him. Take that away from Envy.
Yep.
What does Envy want to play? Well, everyone for a start, okay, what are they scared of Geek Fam playing? As you say, probably is the mid heroes you're more likely to be looking at that you're taking away from there. This stage, you want to secure that easy lane for Invoker.
And maybe now they're not so afraid of that Terror Blade because they've got so much AoE to deal with them and so much burst damage and magical. I still think Envy could look at that one, but maybe Envy could also look at something like, I mean, his Bristleback. Apparently he's playing it. He's playing like these unorthodox kind of carry heroes, so.
So talking about orthodox carry heroes, the PL. Banned out, and maybe the Bristle, as you say. I mean, other things that go very nice with Evoker. You know, I dream of seeing an internal Envy Phantom Assassin.
Oh god, no, not versus this much magic damage.
Oh, what about Sven? Get BKB, get him, you know, get Alacrity, cut him down. BKB Sven's pretty good this game. Or the Luna.
Doesn't sound like Envy.
What about the Luna?
Luna sounds more like Envy.
No.
And then they have the Saint King Witch Doctor.
I'm holding out for that PA Dream combos. I want to see some pure Envy anime action. But yeah, I'm sure he wants to play the Terror Blade. Even though
there's so much magic, they still could be the Terror Blade.
I'm sure he's like, boys, we can play Terror Blade.
The thing is, like, it's hard to really tell because they've been picking like Spectre and Bristles and stuff like that. Maybe even in like CKs, but I don't like those this game. Or I don't like CK this game.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the Venge, I think you give it. I mean, it makes sense. You've got this sort of core that can fight whilst the Invoker's getting his Midas out.
Triple stun tri-lane. Very, very scary tri-lane for anybody to go down versus. The minus armor with the versus Tiny can be very nice early game too.
A lot of kill potential for sure.
Gives them Sunstrike setup as well with Sand King Venge, Witch Doctor.
5 seconds remaining.
And they get a Tinker through. I mean, there's another hero that's going to love the Fatal Bonding.
That is very true. Whenever he gets to that Aghanim.
Tinker Axe. If they get to the stage where Geek Fan get a Tinker Axe, I think Fnatic are going to have real problems closing the game. But they also may just overrun them. They've got this Venge, they've got this triple stun. They're going to be moving around, killing heroes on Fnatic, getting the action going high. But if it goes on and they can hold the base, this Gyro, Tinker, Warlock high ground potential could be very, very strong.
Yeah, I think this mid lane could be a bit of a blunder too. I think they actually have to help Abed quite hard because Earth Spirit Tinker versus an Invoker. Invoker can't do a lot to protect himself.
So predictions. I know Fnatic's coming into this as the stronger side, and I know Fnatic will win, but any team that picks Earth Spirit Warlock,
You're gonna go with
like
them?
the team
you like
fight,
it?
and I think the Tinker can win games when a team is sort of considered the underdog. If the Tinker has a good game, and I think he's got the great heroes around it. I'm going with Geek Fam. I'm putting me down for Geek Fam on this one. What do you want to do, Fogged?
I gotta go Fnatic.
You gotta
They're
go
the
Fnatic.
favorite. I mean, there
Fnatic,
is a lot of team fight.
But it's Fnatic, and they should win this matchup, right?
Yeah, but it is Fnatic, exactly. And they've got the good ways to push and stuff. And Invoker actually is pretty good at finding Tinker. The Tornado, the distance that you do get from your levels can be quite nice. So I think if they can get away with their greed with the Invoker, I'm gonna go with Fnatic. Let's see what they can do.
Oh,
Don't disappoint me on Venge Envy. Let's go.
Let's see the eternal Envy Venge. You know, he's going to be swapping enemies and he's been swapping teammates. Let's find out what goes on, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ourselves into this. There's a pause at the moment. Do you like that one? Yeah.
That was a good one.
I came up with that one on the fly.
On the fly? That one was on the fly? Damn.
Yeah.
That was actually...
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
That is why you get paid the big bucks.
Coming in with the puns. And here we go. Game one, ladies and gentlemen. Second series of the day. It's Geek Fam versus Fnatic. Let's see what happens. As we said,
what we got?
So with this safe lane Venge, what have you got to do if you're Fnatic? Because surely I think you don't want it to go passive farming mode.
No, they want to be very aggressive, but they want to be aggressive as 4 and playing and just let the Invoker kind of farm and just. I think the important thing for Abed is maybe he's gonna get shut down in the laning phase, but the important thing is gonna be getting Sunstrike kills, and that's why they have this triple stun tri lane. So I think that's the kind of thing that they're thinking about here, that they can play around. If he gets crapped on in the lane, he can always get Sunstrike kills and come back. But this Fatal Bonds, like you said, this could be an absolute
There could be some crazy
disaster.
combos. There really could be. And that's what I'm holding out for. I want to see what they can get done. But as we did mention at the start, we'll mention it again, worth noting that for those unfamiliar with Geek Fan, they are playing with a stand-in.
And he's playing the carry.
He is the carry. So is that a good thing? If you're having a stand-in, that's the best.
It's like the best role.
Okay.
Is what people like to say. Maybe you could, I guess, now say off-laner could be, because you kind of just leave him doing his own thing. But carry, as long as the guy knows how to farm and as long as you understand their playstyle, it usually is the carry, because he's just, his job is kind of like hit creeps. However, Gyro is more active, so I mean, we'll see. We will see.
The battle begins.
So let's see what they can get done here. Geek Fan will be able to secure themselves both at the top bounty runes. Likewise, Fnatic down bottom will be able to get both bounty runes for Abed. So Abed versus the fake Chuan in this 1v1 matchup mid. We'll see how it goes.
This is going to be a fun game.
I think it really is. I mean, you never don't have a fun game with Fnatic. That's what I find. These guys very entertaining to watch, whether they win or whether they lose.
Yeah, and they are going to do that dual lane mid. So they are going to help Abed, because Earth Spirit Tinker, they can really shut down this Invoker. But with these two, they can do a pretty good job.
And yeah, having Envy down on the bottom, going aggressive against the Tiny, very nice as well. He's going to get the pull-off to start with, and
this is the matchups they wanted. They wanted Brewmaster versus Gyro, and they wanted the Venge versus Tiny. Yeah, like you said, pulling the creeps.
Low armor on the Tiny, so if he does get caught out by the stuns, there'll certainly be the physical to take him down with the Aura and such. The Venge and the Wave of Terror. They're going to find themselves an Earth Spirit here. Maledict into the Burrow Strike, into the right clicks. Is he going to go for the Stun Strike? There's the roll up. Where's the Sun Strike? Go.
He's got to use his Fairy Fire. He might actually die. Nah, he's okay. Oh, that was close.
I was hoping for the attempt for the Sun. I mean, it's a level 1 Sun Strike. It would have been enough.
It would have been enough.
It would have been enough, but
he's focusing on last hit.
He really is at the moment, yeah. As you said, this sort of the early few waves very important in this Tinker versus Invoker match.
Yeah. He wants. I think he also wants the throwing Sunstrikes is great, but if you don't get it, it actually crushes your lane, because then you can't spam your Forge Spirit, which is very crucial in this type of lane, where you get lasered, especially to last hit. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, why didn't he Sunstrike? Why didn't he Sunstrike? It's like sometimes it hurts you more than helps. You do miss it.
It's literally more than half of your mana pool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, Universe up top. He's certainly been zoned back a bit. The Fatal Bonds flat combo doing a lot of work. Bottom lane, Pi getting rolled into. But they do have the backup there with Envy. Very hard for these two to really combo in on the supports. There's a lot of turnaround potential from Fnatic.
Envy's gone to both passive builds, though. Wave of Terror plus Venge. Aura, not the stun.
Go for the right clicks.
Just going for the right clicks, yeah. Not expecting to really get a kill, I guess, with the stun.
They get some good bounces with the cast once there's level 2, and there is level 2. Yeah, I mean, between that Maledict, they get a couple of bounces with Maledict and the physical damage of Envy. It's going to push Geek Fam's march pretty low on the Tiny, for sure. Top lane, DJ just sends something down the side of it all. Gyro 6 for 2 at the moment on Luke. Bottom lane, another bit of a move in. You see there the wave turn the right clicks, bring in the down low, but there's the tree toss. March is in and claims first blood.
The power of Tiny.
So one of the reasons why we see it favored so much. So easy to get those early kills on your core and with very minimal help.
It's just this is tree toss. This tree grab ability. So damn good. Cause now you got that extra range. You're always cleaving off creeps. You don't have to rely on your spells to farm so much. Top, you see University starting to catch back up, of course. Yeah. They brought the Sanking up there.
Bottom lane.
It's fine.
Gonna make another go here, this time with the magic missile skilled up. They are gonna turn with the avalanche march, look for the Dukes into the tree line. That might just save him. He'll bite his way through. He's tangoing back up. Still a couple more ticks of the Maledict, and the Sunstrike actually gonna be off the point. Nice juke there from March, and that will keep him alive for now. Rag's gonna be there in case Envy keeps hunting, and indeed Envy does. So the presence of the Earth Spirit holding back the Venge, and March, he will survive. Envy? He wants to try and find this, but there's a toss combo available, and Envy, I don't know if he's not getting out of that. He's one more touch, and is he gonna do? Oh, he's still Envy.
He's okay.
And now X-Rag's in trouble. Oh, that was close. I thought Envy nearly threw away his life, but he knew, calculated. He's gonna have to take the long walk back to base or such, but all calculated, all to the master plan.
He's low and not really farming so great now, though. He has to back out to base.
Yeah, he's got to take a lot of time out of the lane because of that attempt. But that's why we love to watch him. You never know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, and as expected.
And he nearly did it. He nearly got the kill.
He nearly did.
But he also nearly gave away a kill. There's a lot of nearlies, really. Eternally nearly.
And as expected, you know, Tinker doing great in that 1v1 matchup versus the Invoker, since that's how it's been left. But now, DJ is kind of stalking him, but he is under vision as the Sanking.
Top lane, as you said, Universe overall definitely doing good against the pressure. At the start, we saw him have a bit of a slow one, but now he's actually been able to get in. He is getting good farm on this brew.
Looks like it's going to be smoke. Yeah. Fnatic, they probably want to make a rotation.
Get DJ Empire, as you say, ideally wrapping around on that Tinker mid.
Yeah, now that with the Sanking, they can actually set up for Sunstrikes. With like Witch Doctor and Venge Stun, it can be a little bit harder because they're not those long duration ones. Ollie puts down a ward. Fnatic though, they can definitely kill this Gyrocopter if he stepped up too far.
He is quite far up at the moment.
And they're doing the full wrap around here.
It's a safe way to go. Ollie might be the one to tank the first bit of action, but as you said, Luke is pretty deep here. Now they will see it, so Luke knows that the movement's coming in. We'll see if the Geek Fam can do anything about this. Straight in they go, Sunstrike onto the Gyro will seal the deal and get Arbed the kill.
Very important that the Invoker gets the last hit so he gets the experience.
Yep.
Experience and gold. Lovely.
And those sort of wraparounds, you said, the support movements from Fnatic, very crucial. They need to get the ball rolling early, and they need to do it with movements like that. Does leave Envy on his own down bottom.
Sure.
Which means he has to play relatively safe. You know, he is just a Vengeful Spirit on his own.
Tinker gets caught up by a stun. They've got Cold Snap to follow.
Giving it the chase down. No Sunstrike.
On the high ground.
Actually, if he pops the one charges, he will have the mana for it, I believe, but...
Yeah, not good. It's not good enough.
A little too far.
Yeah.
And regen back up. He's also got a salve if he needs it, Tinker. So, should be fine for now. Universe as well up top, level 5.
Gone for the bottle build that we've been seeing a lot in those offlane / safe lane 1v1s or 1v2s, just so we can get all those bounty runes and refill the bottle a lot. DJ going for a wraparound. Bottom. Envy in a lot of trouble.
Talking about, you know, when you make these movements, you're leaving Avenge on his own. Envy. He's got decent stats. Is it going to be decent enough to keep him alive? He's still alive for now. One more right click might do it. No, Envy's going to live. He'll survive. The cast turnaround comes out with the cold snap. X-Rag looking to roll in for the kill, but the cold snap proc holds him back. Envy, again, he's living on the slither of health each time. There's a couple of situations where it looks like he's going to die, but Envy has said no. Where you at now, haters? He survives. He lives. He is yet to die.
Yeah, and this draft isn't really so much about the Venge being very farmed. It's really about the Invoker getting massive. So they just need Envy to just get some levels and not die.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's playing it cool, playing it chill. Luke, CS, 31 at the moment. Definitely, yeah, that is the big point, as you say. Envy is missing out on the farm, and as we said, it is quite important. They have to get stuff done with this Venge early on. They don't really want to draw this game out against Geek Fam. Unless they want to put a lot of pressure on Arbed, which is not the worst of things to do. We've seen Arbed do some incredible stuff in the past, and Invoker, if you get late and you get good, you can absolutely solo carry again.
Yeah, and like we were saying, he's good versus the Tinker in the late stages.
Yeah.
One tornado, and Universe dealing like 350 damage to DJ with the Fatal Bonds there because they were attached to the neutrals.
Midas is certainly going to be there in good time for Arbed, as he's a few hundred away from having the recipe.
Yeah, that Sunstrike kill.
Yeah.
Catapults him a bit forward. They're okay with this pace, though. Much slower than the last series that we were seeing, where we probably had like 15 kills already by the 8-minute mark.
Much more carefully done by both teams.
Yeah.
It's just a different style of play.
This Tiny's already level 7 now with Soul Ring. Getting stunned up, though, bottom.
Well, they are going in onto him. Magic Missile,
the
they've got the Maledicts. Here we go. Turns with the Avalanche.
Should be okay.
And that, indeed, yeah, creates him enough time to keep the distance. And now Luke, phase boot stun on the Gyro, so we'll be able to give Universe sort of the easier rundowns, but at the same time, Universe, he is 6. He will always have that primal split, and very hard, really, between the Gyro and the Warlock to kill him.
They're on Tiny. Sunstrike comes out with the Maledict. He's under the Shrine, though.
No, he's going to survive with that. Nice toss back.
He's fine.
Onto DJ. And March surviving, as you say. This Tiny doing very well on this bottom lane and making sure not to get outplayed by the two of them. These two heroes, yeah, even with the Sunstrike, very, very sort of on the edge of whether they kill him or not each time with the combos.
Yeah, I mean, if there was no Shrine, he's dead for sure. But
sure.
Because of the Shrine. Universe looking to go in here. Envy even TP's up. They're trying to get a split, but just out of range.
And Envy, he needs a lane. He needs somewhere to find some sort of farm, but
yeah, they've switched lanes out around like entirely because he can't really lane in versus Tiny by any means anymore. Yeah. And now we see Luke does make his way down bottom as the Gyrocopter. He doesn't want to stay top, too much kill threat. But as we say that, Universe makes his way down bottom, so he wants to continue laning versus that Gyrocopter to throw that Drunken Haze. Less than a 1k gold advantage for Geek Fam with their Tri-Core.
Very, very close.
Very close. It's just this Invoker who he's got the Midas. Yeah, level 9 already.
10-minute Midas, yeah.
That's very good. He's got 0 deaths. He's got 2 kills involvement. That's, I mean, this is a great start for Invoker, not having deaths.
So this is fine for Arbed. I mean, as you said, you would have maybe liked to see a bit more pressure onto the Invoker at the start, and it wasn't really there from Geek Fam.
Yeah, I haven't really seen the Air Spirit making the moves around because he stayed kind of in the bottom lane to assist that Tiny. He hasn't been able to find the opportunities to move around.
That's enabling him to get a bit of damage here onto this bottom tier 1. But of course, not really able to fully take it down at the moment. They don't quite have the damage to do so.
I'll take that.
Twant, I believe that is the bot. So as good of a timing as the Midas was for the Invoker, solid timing as well for the Tinker in his boots to travel.
Yeah, level 10 as well. Level 4 March. Gonna continue farming, pushing out the waves. He's been jungling quite a lot as well. So they can definitely look to take fights and outnumber with this Tinker boots to travel.
Yeah, and up top, Envy, he has been able to find a nice lane here, and as we can see, very, very much close. So between those position 1s, Envy and Luke on the Gyro. Bottom lane, DJ maybe looking for an angle to get in. They do have Primal Split if they want to try and fight. They're going to go straight in away with 1 Burrow Strike. There's going to be the Tinker joining the fight there for Geek Fam, and they're going to look to try and turn. Stuns out onto DJ, but they've already got the setup with the Sunstrike for Arbed to find the kill on Luke. That's 1 down now. They look with the control from the Primal Split onto Ollie. The smash to follow up. They're sort of very careful about this, so Envy knows that both Chuan and March are still there. Burrow Strike comes in from DJ. DJ and Envy, though, on the retreat. There's a siege creep for you, Sand King. Avalanche onto Envy. The tree tossing in, as well as the rockets will finish off Envy. So all in all, Geek Fam, they may have lost their Gyro, but they take the Venge. They also end up finishing off the Witch Doctor there with the rockets. Double kill for the Tinker. Geek Fam as well, getting that tier 1 tower. They'll be very happy with that fight.
Yeah, it was almost even too, until those last few kills, and like you said, that tower too.
And I think we're, the fact that the Tinker did have those bots at that early time.
Yeah, being able to join.
Making all the difference there. And a perfect involvement from him. Sometimes, you know, you'll see the Tinker elsewhere just shoving lanes, but he knew that he could get away with that, Chuan. And he got in, and he got the job done.
Bottom, Arch will get the TP out. Universe was trying to have his teammates close the gap there, but unable to entirely.
Top DJ.
DJ's level 7 already on this side.
He's been finding some good XP.
Not great farm, though. He's
quite
a ways away from that Blink Dagger. But the supports are pretty broken this game. And yeah, it does seem like it's going to be a hell of a lot of pressure on Abed, as you were saying.
Still farming very well, though, on the Invoker. Him and Abed and Chuan up at the top, 6k at the moment, both of those.
Yeah, it looks like Envy's going for the Mask of Madness build, so it looks like he does want to farm a bit on this bench. I've been seeing a lot of people going for like either Shadow Blade or Drums, and you just get involved with your team, but he wants to play a farm role, and they're making the rotation. They're looking for Envy here, the Earth Spirit and the Tiny on the prowl.
They might just find him. DJ is keeping tabs on Chuan. They've got the Sunstrike in the epicenter, and Chuan, he's going to get run down. Will turn with the laser in the March, but he's going to fall. They'll lose themselves the Tinker elsewhere. They're trying to finish off Envy, but the Shrine Hill, it's enough. Envy turns around with the Magic Missile. The swap as well. He's keeping March in range of Universe and Pi, so they can chase down for both of these kills. March in trouble. Paralyzing cast comes through. They have the Maledict down, and it'll give them a bit of a run for their money, but the clap comes down. DJ closes the gap with the Burrow Strike. They will lose Envy as he comes in back a little too close to that Tiny on the way down. So a bit of an unnecessary death on the Venge, but obviously still overall good news for Fnatic as they clean up 3. Both the March carry and the Chuan Tinker.
Envy got greedy. I think he thought the Avalanche was still on cooldown because he's like, oh, I switched Strength Treads, I can survive the toss damage, but the combo definitely not able to survive, so it gets brought down. But that was a big pickoff for DJ.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
DJ and
that play on the side between DJ and Abed Sunstrike was very heads up.
And we were saying, you know, DJ, he's got the levels, but not the farm. Now he's got the levels and the farm. Level 9, 700 from Blink.
Yeah, that's how he
well
gets
caught
it.
up.
That's how he gets it.
Yeah,
big kill.
It's all about him setting up the Sunstrikes for Abed.
Ollie. He's got his eyes.
He's got ulti. They know where Abed is too. They're closing the gap now with the Tiny.
If he gets a good chaotic offering, maybe they can do something here. There's no shrine available.
They kind of are starting to back away.
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward position for them to fight into. I mean, as soon as anyone moves over from the mid lane, Fnatic are going to suspect something.
Yeah, and there's so many TPs that can come in that they can get turned on quite heavily.
His invis is about to run out though. So Ollie,
he's got to hide.
Yeah, he's got to go into the trees. And does have a TP. Maybe they still want to fight. I don't know, just a bit. I'll get a ward down at the least.
Yeah, keeping tabs on that triangle area versus an Invoker, or any type of jungle area versus Invoker is always useful. Because you know he's going to be there until he gets Aghanims.
Oh!
Courier scouts him. Oh my.
That was a bit of a close one. So they'll get out of there. And so yeah, it's still the 2 mids farming an absolute treat. You have Aghanims just about 900 gold away for Abed. Back on the side of Geek fan Chuan, he's got his Blink Dagger on top of the boots of travel. So really turning out to be sort of a battle of the mid laners.
Luke, Universe gets the split. They're going for him here.
They are. He needs help and he needs it now. TPs are coming through, but the Sunstrike Maledict upon him. That will be Luke down for sure. He will pop. Can they get anything in return though, Geek fam? They've dropped the chaotic offering. They're looking towards Eternal Envy. Eternal Envy with the swap out. Pi says, excuse me, as Pi is now being the one getting beat down. They're both falling low. They'll roll forward. They're desperately trying to find the skills, Geek fam, but they can't quite reach them. DJ comes back in with the burrow in the epicenter. Indeed, the rocket from Chuan does actually finish off Envy. Pi is still running away, but look at this. The boost to travel on top of the chaotic offering. They're in with the blink. The rockets fly through Chuan. Beautiful play as he cleans up another. Now they're looking towards DJ. They have the silence. They're looking for the chase. Chuan up to the high ground. He's got the vision. The rockets keep flying. Chuan won't be able to get the connection before that blink out is there from DJ, but again, I'm liking this Tinker play. Very aggressive, and very ready to chase down the members of Fnatic in these fights.
With that Blink Dagger, he can play a bit more aggressively. But yeah, I think Fnatic's still very happy with that. They got the Gyrocopter.
Sure,
yeah. They got Abed his Aghanims at a very good timing, 16 minutes. And Abed might get the... Oh, he didn't get the Infernal last hit. No, it's very close. But yeah, with DJ's Blink Dagger, they're ready to just get on the aggressive constantly. We will probably see DJ surpass Envy in net worth in this game for most of the time because he's going to be running around setting up the kills for the Sunstrike. So he's going to be getting his net worth
middle tower is under
up
attack.
because of that. And Geek Fam, they are looking to abuse this ward that they did place down before. They see Abed.
Rolling in. How's Abed going to be able to get out of this one? That's the question. He does have backup. He's got the team by him. He'll turn around with the Tornado. Avalanche comes down. He's going to be able to get the Ghost Wall through. And now with that, he can get out. In fact, they might want to go back in. They drop the Death Ward. Jumping onto the Earth Spirit. Rag gets bursted down.
Now they're going to know that there's vision there as well because of that aggressive play that they made. And that was a smoke that was unsuccessful. Level 14 on Invoker. And level 14 on Tinker. So they are keeping a pace between those two.
They are. They really are. These two mids definitely looking to be very evenly matched. And yeah, it's good to see. You know, Chuan sort of step it up. As I said, not too familiar with Geek Fan, but this guy, he's certainly a Tinker picker. Yeah.
March on the Tiny though, he's got the Treads drum, but he's been trying to get this Blink Dagger. He really needs it for them to have that further initiation because Earth Spirit rolling in like that, it's not as guaranteed as you saw right there. He wasn't able to get the stun properly. DJ and Luke going at it top lane. Luke really trying to chase him, but decides not to once he gets closer to his base.
That's some wire done for Luke. So, TJ. Nearly had it there.
Oh, jeez. Dropping low to that March. He's trying to get the urn charges, especially, and maybe into a Spirit Vessel eventually, especially versus Tinker. Always going to be a great item to cancel the Blink Daggers. Rearm.
And that's another kill for Chuan. Yep. Set up there by the beautiful rock play from Rag. And Ether Lens done for Tinker now as well off the back of that kill. Tier 1 will be able for Geek Fam to deny as well.
I like this by Envy. So he's gone for the mass build to farm a bit, but then he's going to go back for the Shadow Blade, so he can set up those pickoffs for his team with the Sunstrikes and whatnot.
Oh, and
just a good item.
He's found himself a Warlock there, hiding on the high ground, drops the combo.
They might know that that ward is there now too. The one that was just placed, DJ. Eating rockets, so they definitely know the ward is there now. But he did get an urn charge off of that kill.
March in trouble. Primal Split's popped. Envy with the swap back, grabbing him back as the Death Ward. Sunstrike there from Abed. Pi claims the kill with the last Maledict tick. Now using the Primal Split. They actually did not end up denying that tower. No, it was a deny range. So that will be a free tower for Universe as he claims the final touch to it. Now Fnatic's starting to heat things up a little bit. Abed's Invoker, we're certainly seeing the beginning is the potentials of the combos he can get off because of that quick leveling.
Let's put a BKB quick buy. Since he's versed so much magic burst, it does make sense. Sunstrike to out. Unable to find the Tinker though. Universe is going back for -2 to make sure that he keeps up in farm as this Brewmaster.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sort of become, you know, we see some offlaners like El Samiras, but on the Brew, it's kind of what you have to do every time because the level 25 is just so good. Like, you are going to get there in any game that draws out on the Brew. And
for certain.
Getting those levels, absolutely important, so you can have that -65-second Primal Split cooldown. We've all seen the games where it gets a little out of hand. As soon as that talent's there, it really does seem like the game will just be won for the team with that level 25 Brewmaster, because every team fight is so hard to do.
Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous. It's a 15-second cooldown, so once you get there. Mid, Geek Fam trying to get the tower, and they will secure it. There is a Blink Dagger now finished on Tiny too, so they can look to get more aggressive with that instant pickoff with the stun toss. That will allow that Earth Spirit to follow up. And Envy, during the quietness of all this, has really caught up. 7,000 net worth.
He's catching up. I mean, he's level with March on the Tiny.
Exactly. So he's definitely getting his farm online. Almost got that Shadow Blade too, so he can get involved more in the fights and the pickoffs. Continuing to try to farm. DJ positioned behind him up top. But Geek Fam, they know this. They had that ward down that did not get dewarded during the jungle.
They're looking for that epicenter. They've got the swap.
Oh, this is awkward now though.
But
Envy.
He's got to get out, and I don't know if he's going to be fortunate enough to do so. They'll drop the Chaotic offering missile in on the way of Envy. That's going to be one down. They're chasing for more. Looking for DJ. They get the silence, but he did get the Burrow Strike off in time. DJ off into the tree line. He should be fine, I think, as he has got the TP and the Blink. We'll be able to get away, but now Geek Fang are up top, ready for the push, as they are more than ready to try and take at least a tier 2 here.
When Envy respawns, they can look to take a fight, though. They know that Infernal's been used. So it's, you know, Envy dying, but it's a Chaotic offering committed for this a single kill. And look at this Universe. He spotted Chuan with Pi.
And straight up.
Easy kill.
A lot of burst. As soon as they get their hands on the Tinker, they can destroy him.
And they can run top and fight still too. Universe has split it already. They're glyphing to stall it. 10 seconds till Envy's up. DJ as well coming.
Who's going to get the jump on who? That tier 2 will fall, but as you say, it's a question if they can get some kills off the back of it. Fnatic, Universe, leading in, jumps in with the collab march. Just get up to the instant silence though, but it might not matter. DJ comes in with the Burrow Strike, buys time for the Primal Split to come out. DJ's still alive for now. The Shadow Word, bringing Pylight died down, but he's got his own Voodoo Restoration to counter it. They've taken down the Warlock, they've dropped the combo onto loop with the Cold Snap control from Abed. They'll take down Gyro. March, still on the retreat. You got Universe looking for the control, won't quite be able to toss him up in the air before the blink comes out. And will not quite be able to close that gap. So March will get out. Or he should at least. He has. No, he's been. Oh, he's actually turning for the kills. All right.
He's going to pay with his life,
It is going to cost him his life, surely, because DJ's there.
Oh, the
TP.
He's
March.
Oh, he gives a thanks good game as well. Not an all chat, of course, but.
Mid lane, Abed.
Finds another kill.
Right clicks down in Earth Spirit.
That top fight was really well executed by both Abed and Universe. Universe did the lift up, and then he dropped as soon as the Sunstrike plus Deafening Blast hits, or Sunstrike plus Meteor hits on the Gyrocopter. And that's before that Gyro has BKB, so he's very susceptible to the burst.
Oh, Abed needs to use his Midas.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, Abed.
He really does.
Here we go.
He wants to use it. Oh!
He'll take a kill instead, Chuan.
They're right next to
each other. He knows he's right next to him. The Tornado nearly finds him. There we go, there's the Midas usage. Very close, yeah, on each opposite side of that tree there, so didn't quite know, but as soon as the march came out, Abed suspected.
That was scary for a sec.
It was a little bit. So 30 seconds and the Chaotic Offering's back up for Ollie. So still really yet to see the full team fight combo for Geek Fan because of the way Fnatic's playing. You know, Envy's constantly farming somewhere, everyone else is split up. There's
Speaking of
split
Ollie,
up on the map.
The Sunstrike.
He's dead.
He's dead. And Universe, as you see, he's queued up the Radiance, so he wants to be that transitioning core, because they know they're running a Venge carry. This hero is not going to be the super farmed core by any means. He's just that kind of like support-ish core, the way that he works as a carry hero in majority of instances. Okay. Shadowblade finished. It is under vision of a ward, so they did see that one.
And Envy, the kind of carry that takes the tomes away from that suffering supports, honestly.
No one's buying it, man.
He's like, level 50. No one wants this, I'll take it.
Yeah, he's level 50.
Meanwhile, Pyli's done it. I would love my level 12. Pyli, he could have had his level 12, bless him. I mean,
he's
going to get it anyway. He's going to get it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Py's doing fine.
Py's chill. He's getting some big kills with the Death Ward.
He's got Arcane Boots. He's almost got a buckle or two. He's chilling, man. What's DJ gone for? DJ, I think, has his Force Staff, I want to say, almost done. Yeah, almost there. Oh, he does. Okay. And then BKB pretty much done on Abed, too. How are we looking at on Chuan? Almost Aghanim's finished up on the Tinker, so Aghanim's on Tinker plus BKB on Gyro.
Oh,
that's going to be the big timing.
That really is. And that's when we should see
the combo.
The combo. The Wombo combo. Just incredible amounts of damage, as we said. But with Envy's book, the Shadowblade, he's not going to have BKB for a while.
He does need it, though.
How's Abed doing on his items after sort of...
He should have BKB done, pretty much.
Yeah, there we go. So he is going to have BKB ready for this combo. This is absolutely massive.
I would assume he's going to go like BKB into Blink, into just the standard Octarine or something like that. Maybe he might feel like he needs another item in between, like a Linken's or something, but that's more than like the standard.
Yeah, the Blink sounds great, because then
you catch up.
So they catch for the Tinker. You get on top of that Tinker, and as we've seen, take the Tinker out, you can push the lanes, you can win the games.
Yeah, catching out the Tinker and then catching up to his Brewmaster and his tanking. If you can just stay with him in the fights, he can always combo down. And they have started placing Tinker wards, so they are going to start looking for that opportunity to catch him.
And worth mentioning, of course, as well, when it comes to the push, they've got that age-old Wings combo, haven't they? The Alacrity
Brew.
The Brew.
Yeah, it's not as good as it was
at the
time. It's still okay. It's still pretty decent.
It's still pretty good.
Especially if they have like Venge Aura and stuff.
Yes. They have got a good amount of push.
We said Envy definitely needs a BKB. He's queued up a BKB.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah. And they're all smoked up now. Fnatic looking to take a fight. They've got Abed with Boots of Travel ready to join. And he's actually just going to go for the Octarine first rather than the Blink, it seems. At least that's what he's queued up for now.
Okay. I guess it feels, as you said, it would be nice to chase with his team, but he has got his team already to chase. And as we've seen with the range of the Tornado, the Sunstrikes, he can certainly get involved in the fights from afar.
Yeah. Abed, they're running for him here. The Rocket's going March, trying to find position. He's got Blink and Shadowblade. They are still smoked. It does seem like Abed is quite spooked, though, at the moment.
Let's see what they can do.
He's got Ghostwalk already pre-invoked.
Yeah, Abed ready for anything here. Midas is off cooldown. Come Come on, Abed. Has he used it? I hope he has for a sec. Come on, Abed. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Fnatic.
It's very high level on this Invoker, level 19.
Yeah,
Tinker too, though. Chuan, level 18 on the Tinker. Keeping up.
I said I'm liking both of the mid performances this game. I think Chuan and Abed are showing us a very top stuff this game.
Envy's looking for some swap play here. This is definitely a game where you need BKB on Tinker, though. You get caught by a single spell, you're dead. So I would imagine he's going to go for that soon. And did Envy? No, Envy didn't switch the build. I did see someone going for an ACU.
March.
Okay, it was the Tiny.
Jumps in. Just managed to get the two-man avalanche. They're going to look for the follow-up. Here we go. They're going to try for the one-more combo. The cooldown, the chaotic offering. They're blowing down the Sand King. They're blowing down the Brewmaster as well. And now Abed, he's surrounded. They're chasing him with the gyro and the missile inbound. Abed pops the BKB. He's looking for the retreat. Has got the Ghost Walk to get out of there. So 2 for 2. Fnatic did find that Tinker kill, the big one.
The big one, yeah. They got initiated on both their initiators, though. That's why that fight is, like, you know, pretty good for Geek Fam. They got the Brewmaster, they got the Sand King in the combo. So I think we're going to see adjustments of items be coming out because they really need to get the Brew. Oh, Pi! He dead.
March just casually walking up into the high ground and killing Witch Doctors. And now Abed is going to try and play around with March. Manages to have the cold snap control to get him inside the EMP. That's March out of mana. Envy on the sidelines. Maybe see if he can get a look in. They are going to have the Brew and the Sand King back up in 10 seconds, but it is underneath this ward. Yeah, they're going to jump in with the combo. Envy, pretty tankable with a lot of stats, but when he's in front of the face of the Gyro and the Warlock, he's going to have a bit of trouble. Has got the Shadow Blade, walks it off. That will be enough to keep him alive.
DJ wants to keep this chase going.
He really does. He's chasing it down, goes in with the Burrow Strike, Sunstrike as well. March, falling low, but does have that blink back up, so we'll be able to get himself out of danger and all the way back up here.
Fnatic knows that Geek Fam expended a lot in that last fight. They know the chaotic offering's down, so they could look to press an advantage since they've got Brew Split still at the ready. And we did see that item change happen. Universe, he wanted the Radiance, but because of this Earth Spirit Silence, he has to go for the BKB. He has to be able to get Brew Split off in these engagements.
Yeah, Rag been doing a good job in those last few fights, keeping it. Yeah. I mean, as we say, you know, Fnatic, they still killed the Tinker, so
yes,
it was ended up sort of being a closer result, but they've managed to get the space for pushing down that mid, getting the tier 2 and such.
BKB almost ready on Envy, BKB almost ready on Universe. They're looking for March up top.
Straight in, and they take this guy down in time. Oh, yes, that was
the dust took a moment.
That was a little close.
DJ made us sweat a little bit. But that's a pretty big kill. That's a core down.
Yeah.
They've got 50 seconds now to do what they want.
And as you say, they still know the big ults. Well, in terms of the chaotic offering is still not there to worry about. So
yep.
We'll see what they can do with this. They got the paralyzing cast get onto Luke on the mid lane. Abed will get hit by the homing missile.
He's alright though.
With the backup, yeah, they aren't going to go in front of him. Abed, you see him moving forward with the Ghost Walk. He is.
DJ's epiing.
Yeah, he's coming up the side. He's found the control in the Gyro. They got the Sunstrike as well. Luke getting very low. Pots the BKB. He does have the Shadow Word here. Luke will be fine for now.
BKB baited though. That's another charge down. Playing without BKB versus Invoker in the later stages of the game becomes really difficult. Now they know BKB's down. They still know the chaotic offering's down for a moment. They can go in, but Infernal is almost back up.
They can contest this, for sure. They have chaotic offering, as you say, up right now. It is there. They just have to get themselves to the pit in time. They're laying down the march of the machines.
It's dying very fast.
It is. They've got to get someone in there now. And I think, as you say, it's going to be too quick for them to deal with. They get themselves the Roshan. Envy able to pick up the Aegis. Geek Fam just unable to quite get there in time.
Radiant are scanning.
Very quick Rosh there for Fnatic with the Vengeful Spirit, of course.
Yeah. So BKB finished on Universe now. BKB about to be done on Universe. And do we have... Oh, X-Rag is still quite a ways away for the Blink Dagger on Earth Spirit. They really need him to get that, to have the catch, because their catch and their chase on Geek Fam is pretty limited without him having it. It's really like the Tiny having to jump in, which isn't really the most optimal.
Yeah, it's like incredibly likely that Universe will get that BKB Primal Split off every single fight.
Absolutely.
It's... Well, yeah, it will be very challenging to sort of target him down before he can pop the ult. BKB very close to being done on Envy. This top wave will give him the money for his own BKB.
Yep. It's almost level 22 for that Vengeance aura damage.
There we go. BKB for Venge. And now with this time where There is that Aegis on Envy. We'll see what the plan is from Geek Fam.
They're just waiting for Tinker BKB. It's really scary. If you get caught by any spell as a Tinker, you are quite dead.
There it is.
He's got it finished now, good. So DJ, level 18 on Sanking. We were saying this is kind of expected because when you're playing with an Invoker as a Sanking, you get a lot more boosted levels, and he's keeping up with, he's actually ahead of the Tiny and ahead of Universe.
I know, DJ's
He's been on point
doing
too.
Some really nice stuff. I mean, just sort of the calls that he's been making in terms of knowing when to go and having enough damage with Abed Sunstrike to get those kills where, he's the sort of the sole XP retriever.
Gem picked up now by DJ. They want to close off some of this vision because the thing is that Geek Fam has had a lot of vision on the map constantly, always pretty much watching where Fnatic's been going and making plays around the rewards. So a bunch of those will be taken out, at least with this one. And I believe Luke has the butterfly. Okay, 200 gold, he will have the butterfly. But it's still really hard for them to take those fights. Like, without this Earth Spirit Blink Dagger, I really don't see it being an easy way for them to get into that engagement, and especially versus the BKB Brewmaster, BKB Invoker, BKB Vengeful Spirit.
Exactly.
When their lineup, it's like all magic damage based now. Sure, Tiny and Gyro can do physical, but getting into this fight can be hard.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, the Tiny can jump in and be the initiator, but
it's awkward.
BKB's popped and he's just going to get focused and will die on the front lines immediately. So can't really go to work off the back of someone else making that jump. But as it seems, Geek Fam, they are playing safe, so maybe, as you say, just waiting for the Blink Dagger on the Earth Spirit, also just trying to wait out the Aegis. As we mentioned at the start, with the lineup that Geek Fam have, potentially they feel a little more confident dragging the game on and don't feel as sort of rushed to force something
Top
against
lane.
this lineup.
They're looking for Envy. He's got the Aegis on. His team is all behind him.
It's a bit of an awkward one. They will take him down once, but now, as you say, the response. Universe comes in with the BKB, looks for the chase down onto Ollie, stunned up, and Warlock Sunstrike down. That will be the loss of Ollie. BKB
Envy's
and TP
there.
out, but the swap is there in time. With the second life of Envy comes in, cancels the BKB TP of Luke, and that's Geek Fam losing two, maybe more. EMP onto March. They're chasing down this Tiny. Blink's going to be there in a second. Can he get it off? He can't, because Universe closes the gap with the Thunderclap. They lose three. Always was a risky one to go for Geek Fam, and I think in hindsight they'll realize that.
Debate, giving that Aegis to Envy rather than the Invoker. That's how confident they felt, because Abed's probably like, I'm not going to die, and Envy can be playing in those more risky scenarios for his team to respond. Now they can push a bit more.
Still looking forward to seeing those Cataclysm plays from Abed.
Oh, I wish.
As we've sort of realized, it is nice for the vision. Whenever there's a point where you're like, where are they? It works in that sense.
It does. It absolutely
does.
It looks pretty too.
And it looks cool. Geek Fam will have their full lineup back up for the defense if the push still comes through, but Fnatic, we'll see how aggressive they play. Actually, bottom lane, Envy. He just walks in and with the Shadow Blade catches out Tron. That's a big kill for them to get no Tinker to
70 seconds.
Yeah, to push out the lanes for over a minute.
They definitely want to try to get some type of tower off of this while the Tinker is down. That's the beauty of Shadow Blade when you're playing with an Invoker.
I mean, that really is, because any time that they, this almost to the point where if Twan doesn't know where Envy is, he can't push out the lanes in the lanes. He has to do it from the tree lines. Otherwise, Envy's just going to come out from Shadow Blade and catch him every time. Yeah.
And now they go for mid, and we do see the Sanking has surpassed the Tiny in net worth. Geek Fam has really halted their farm on March.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The BKB, just saying.
Test.
I don't need BKB, I'm just going to pop it right now. He's going to pop the ult as well, just
Alacrity Brew, look.
The fortification will come out from Geek Fam. Still 20 seconds without that Tinker. Luke's going to head in, look to clear out the push with the flat cannon and the cooldown.
Punching that tower with that Brew.
It will just get very, very low here. The Siege Creep might, no, it's not going to quite be able to finish. Oh yeah, it's actually, Alacrity. Oh, the Alacrity on the Siege Creep did it. There we go. Abed, make sure the tower goes down with that quick Alacrity onto McCartson.
The last second of that catapult.
His last second of his life lived in pure joy.
Envy is the highest level in the game.
Tell Envy, my boys and girls, he does it in a magical way. He really does.
I mean, that one pick off.
Struggling at the start, but absolutely, bam. Look, he's got 5.6k gold in the bank.
Yep. MKB is going to be finished, level 24 now, soon level 25.
We'll get to the 25. What's the big one here?
I think the spell immunity one is probably it. Magic Missile plus 400 is a lot of damage, but
it is a lot, isn't it?
I mean, versus BKBs, versus like Gyro and stuff with BKB.
What's 725 damage, Newcon? What's the cooldown? What, 10 seconds or something?
It's very low. It's even
10
lower.
seconds.
Yeah, it is 10 seconds.
I don't know, we'll see. Oh,
DJ
has been caught up, but there's a tornado. Albed's going to look to try and return and fight back on this one, but DJ, he is going to fall. Jump forward from Tron, final laser to shut down the Sand King. Universe coming in from the side, he's thinking about this.
He snags it. He snags the gem.
Has he got it?
He does.
Oh, he's recovered it, and now he's ready to fight. BKB's come out from Universe and Arbed. Deafening Blast on two of them. There's the Cataclysm. Is he going to hit him? What he does, hits the Tiny, gets the Vision March. He's taken down. They've lost 3 on Geek fam. These 3 heroes without buyback. Luke also in trouble as Arbed has the control with the Tornado. Luke, he's running. He's swapped back. Envy has the control. Geek fam lose 4. These heroes don't have buyback, Fog.
No, they do not. They committed so much to get DJ there, and Universe just swoops in, grabs the gem.
I think you could see sort of the moment of confusion as well, where they're like, where's the gem?
We're like, what the?
Where'd the gem go? Who took the gem? Universe, the master of the shadows, you know, sneaking in.
That Invis rune coming in clutch because he has a bottle brew. And the split comes out. Alacrity on that Earth Brew.
This is going to be painful for the situation in the base of Geek fam for sure.
They could lose 2 sets of racks here quite easily.
It's a 20k gold lead as well now for Fnatic. They need that wombo combo we've been talking about.
They haven't gotten it off at all this game. Fnatic really hasn't been giving them the chances. They got it maybe once in that one side when we saw Universe and DJ get picked off, but besides that, Fnatic's been doing a great job of not letting them take that, like, being clumped up and having that 5v5 engagement. They kind of, like, walk in with 2 or 3. And Envy's committing BKB, going for the 3rd melee racks. Why not? And he's TPing out.
Get out. I got to carry on.
Just kidding.
He may die for this one, and he'll be fine with this. He says, guys, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care that I died. We got the melee racks. It's fine. We got the range racks as well in mid.
Exactly.
Please clear up. They've only got 1 range racks left on the top lane, Geek fam. They've got to protect that with their lives.
I mean, you take those. You take those.
How's Universe doing? I saw him walking around with like FU money. And
yeah, I think
there we go. Now we'll spend
now.
it.
Yeah,
now we'll spend it.
He's getting radiance.
There we go. Burn, baby, burn. 28 to 15, 27k lead. Arbed still very much at the top on his Invoker.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot. He has been doing a lot this game. He really has. 8-0-13. Wow. It's, you know, it's a textbook Arbed Invoker game.
Yeah, and he's got his Hex finished up now too. Queues up the Refresher.
Yep.
Not even wanting the Blink Dagger this game since his team's got enough initiation. He'll catch up with movement speed. Chaotic Offering is cooldown. They're putting wards in the base. Geek fam.
They're going to jump in there. Look for DJ. They'll toss him out, but BKB comes down immediately. BKB is one from Luke. He's trying to fire it. Called out, but the BKB is there from Universe. They're chasing down March. March falling low and falling down. Now they look for more. Luke in trouble, has to back off. There's a pause because Envy has got a bit of Carlet. All right. Oh, that was the shortest Carlet of my life. All right, we're back in. So what's happening here? So Luke, he's running away. Twan, still alive for the time being with the BKB, able to blink out. So only the Tiny going down. We've got a bit more Carlet.
More lag. Yeah.
Just for you, Carlet fanboys and fangirls in the chat. Universe has DC'd. Looks like the pizza arrived earlier. So.
Yeah, but they're in a super comfortable position now. 28k gold lead. It's looking almost impossible for Geek fam. They need to have some, like you said, some beautiful, immaculate display of Warlock plus Earth Spirit. But the problem is, they've got BKB on everybody, even the Sand King. They've got 4 BKBs on the Fnatic. They don't care about all this magic damage. And we were saying, you know, the physical damage, very limited. Gyro has queued up Rapier. He's feeling the desperation.
Oh, he needs it. He's quite the way away from it.
He is.
He needs to sell his butterfly and his SMY by the Rapier. That's the strat, to be fair. I mean,
so awful.
Some of these pauses looks like Fnatic's having some trouble.
Yeah, it's
there we go. Ka, says Envy. Is that Envy said?
That was March.
Oh, that was March. Nice.
Look at this. They're trying to make the initiation. They've got the Blink and the gem on the Earth Spirit. He wants to get something.
He wants to get Pylidar.
Oh. Pi.
Oh, no. Pi.
Oh.
Don't breathe.
Oh. Dude, they don't see each other.
They don't. Oh, okay. This one's gone. Oh, DJ. Cataclysm. Looks nice, but doesn't.
Looks nice.
But again, it gives.
It scouted them.
He knows
that
there's people behind him. He knows that he's got to get there.
Yep.
Warlock grabs himself the tome. Another grimoire, or whatever the grimoire stuff he says.
Yep.
Grimoires.
DJ, BKB still on cooldown, but he is speedy.
Universe is going
Universe gets silenced.
Oh,
His BKB's on cooldown, but now he splits.
Still gets off the split. Geek found how to get out of there. Wave of Terror onto Ollie, and he gets swapped back. They will lose the Warlock for sure. Held back by the Magic Missile. Rag's in trouble as well. Oh, maybe not. Actually gets the blink out. And with that,
DJ wants him, though.
Boulder smash. X-Rag's out of there. Nice quick play to jump out of what the toss-up from the Brew. Or was it his own yours? I don't know. All happens so fast. But he's out of there. Roshan is up, and we know how quickly Fnatic can take this, so with one man down on Geek Fam, Fnatic head into the pit. They'll look for this Aegis and Cheese. And are we going to see any sort of contest? Doesn't look like it. Geek Fam still up on the high ground. As I said, with only 4 of them, they don't want to take this fight.
They kill this too fast. And we've got Abed with the refresher. Not the refresher shard, of course, because that's the second rush. He's got a refresher. Envy gets the Aegis, level 25 as well.
Is walking in. Now, they've got the Toss. Can they kill him once? They can. They'll take him down once. Universe coming in on the side, looking for March. BKB's out as well from DJ with the epicenter. Jumps down, takes out the Tiny. Trying with the BKB in the blink out. Will manage to escape on the Tinker, but Luke still being chased. DJ's got his eyes on him, throws down the Spirit Vessel. BKB already been popped, 55 seconds without it. DJ falls forward. He's trying to close the gap onto Luke, but looks like Luke will be fine for now. Gets back to base. They're without the Tiny, but Tiny does have buyback. Missile, rocket, boulder smash, laser. They've got him. That's DJ down. Abed moving in with the AoE Deafening Blast. The Cataclysm as well.
Oh, it hits them all!
This time it's beautiful!
It hits again!
It actually does something!
It killed everybody!
Kill for Abed! The only man in the world that can make Cataclysm not look useless. And with that...
Oh, level 25 is so needed to make Cataclysm a thing. The Radial Deafening Blast is so crucial to make that spell actually hit, and GG is called on the end of that one.
Wow.
Abed gets flashy at the end there, but I mean, he's 11-0 and 14. He's been flashy this whole time.
He had a, as I said, textbook Abed Invoker game. It really was. He had it easy and he did it well. 34-16 the game ends. Fnatic with a sizable net worth lead as they will take game 1 against Geek Fam.
Yeah, I think Geek Fam, they had some great moments in this game. I felt that the Tiny started falling behind really heavily, and I felt Earth Spirit never got the never got the blink dagger until the game was pretty much over. So yeah,
I mean, it was
hard for them to get their. It was hard for them to get that jump that they wanted. You know, they wanted to get that really big combo, but they never could do it. Fnatic split up the map. I mean, DJ was all over the place. He played a great sanking.
DJ sanking, as you know, these were sort of the heroes you expect to see a Fnatic performer. Envy as well. He had sort of, you know, in his own sort of style, winning the game. You know, suffered at the start, was a little bit behind, but he played it cool. He got to the top in XP.
He's a bench carry.
And the setups as well. The Shadow Blade, it caused a lot of issues for the Tinker. There were sort of those crucial kills that knocked back Chuan. That, other than that, you know, Chuan was having a pretty good game on the Tinker. This Tinker was incredibly farmed, but a couple of catch-outs outside the base. And
they're really limited. They're really limited on their physical damage. They're all magic, but they weren't able to get it off so much. And then by the time they were like, okay, maybe now we can, everybody's got a BKB. The game gets hard.
Well, there we have it. We promised exciting Dota. We certainly got it. That was game 1 there of Fnatic versus Geek Fam. Fnatic taking the lead. We'll be right back after a short break here at the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 9 for more Southeast Asian action. We'll see you soon in a few minutes.